Good morning. Today I wanted to film while I was out walking, but the dogs out there did not want me to prosper. They were barking and excited, obviously, to see me. Whatever. Today's Monday, the 31st of October, and what I wanted to focus on today was a celebration of Black History Month here in the UK. Every year in October, we get an opportunity to celebrate the contribution of Black people of African and Caribbean heritage in the UK specifically. And just being able to celebrate the achievements and how we've contributed to British culture. A big part of my agenda is to focus on the successes. Yes, I know there's racism, and I know there's been colonialism, and I know there's been the hang up from slavery, but I want to focus on what is it that's contributed to the way that we are, for good and for bad, contributing to British culture. And one of the things that really stuck out for me was this need to be able to celebrate the what next. So for example, I know in the business space, there's a lot of conversation around Black companies only getting 2% of funding. My what next is, okay, we know that, and yes, we can continue to work with VC, but the what next for me is there's a lot more that's available in terms of finance other than venture capital. I think of education, and I think of the high exclusion rates of Black students, specifically boys, primarily of Caribbean background, and girls as well, when they are suspended or penalized in school. The what next for me is how can we as governors, as educators, as parents, as a community, work together to make sure that people have an understanding around that disparity and how we can help people to be able to reduce that and empower those young people so that they just don't think they're going to be excluded. Again, I think about the workplace, and I think about a number of individuals who want to be able to get into positions of leadership. And I know myself and my wife and many others, we have worked and coached with a lot of organizations as to how we lead and how we really empower this next generation of Black leaders who may have been missed out. Think about all the 2020 promises and think about what can happen next. What can we do to empower them, getting them on boards, getting them into positions of leadership, stakeholder management, all these things that empower people. And then I think of arts and entertainment and in politics and so many other areas where we recognize that although historically there've been a lot of stuff that has kind of like held us back, and let's be prescient, let's be honest that those things still exist. Let's not pretend that racism, prejudice and all these things have gone away, but rather understanding how do we navigate it, and not just us as Black people, but how do we navigate it as a wider culture? How do we make sure that we have an understanding between each other so that we all rise, so that we are all able to benefit, so that we all lead, so that we are all able to navigate through life as British people on an equal and equitable setting. And so for me, that's my kind of real joy around this month. You know, it's really been good to highlight, and I will continue to highlight and spotlight with my platform many of the people who have inspired me from within the Black community. But I also think there's something that's around it creating an even better future, creating an even better history, so to speak. And that's where my energy is going. It's been an amazing month. I know some people don't like it. That's not my problem. I do like it. And I love being able to focus and highlight the contribution. Every day for me is Black history. Every day I'm creating Black history. And I'm really glad to partner with people who can make that a possibility, not just for me, but for the wider community. Hope you have a good day. And thank you for listening to my Monday Musing.